لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين.
Assalam and welcome to Jaffrey Cricket League podcast, where we will be talking about everything and anything cricket related. To start things off, let us thank JCC for allowing us this opportunity to once again host this wonderful tournament for a third year straight. Next, I would like to thank our sponsors. First sponsor I would like to thank is Taza Chaiwala. They've got two locations in Mississauga. They've got a fantastic menu. They've got breakfast offerings on weekends, and we're going to be handing out some gift coupons or food vouchers over the course of the tournament. So please keep an eye out on our social media handles as well as other future podcasts for information on how to enter and win those contests. Next up, we've got Bolton Toyota. They're at 12050 Albion Vaughan Road, Bolton. They've got brand new 2019s in. They've also got a used car inventory. Do check them out. They've got good prices, great customer service. Definitely a place to check out if you're looking for a new ride. Next up, we've got Canada Medical Group. They are an Ontario-based corporation that offer cardiology solutions to primary physicians. They have presence in places like Tower Hill Medical Center, Walmart, Peace Medical Center, and a couple more places. If you need more information about them, they will have a banner up on the gym during the course of the tournament for more information. And lastly, we've got Peregrine Consulting Agency, Peregrine Chartered Accountants. They are a professional accounting, tax consulting, and business consulting service with over 15 years of experience. Um, they offer services like bookkeeping services, payroll, cash flow management. They also do corporate and personal taxes. With the tax season around the corner, definitely worth keeping an eye out for this company. Their information will be up on either standees or on banners during the course of the tournament, which you can then check out and contact them should you require their services. That's it for our sponsors. Let's get right into the cricket. So the way we're going to do this today is I'm going to go through the different rosters of the 10 teams that are participating in this year's edition of the winter tournament, and we're going to identify a couple of players in each of the teams that, in my opinion, will have to play a significant role for their team's success. We'll also identify maybe an additional player or two in each of the teams that they where the emphasis would be for them to try and succeed to add to the success of their teams. As we know, a couple of guys performing really well does not equate to a team winning the championship. Usually, you require at least 4 or 5 guys in your team to be carrying the team's weight in terms of bowling, batting, and fielding. Let's go through the teams. The first one we've got up here are the Black Bats. Black Bats are captained by Imad Garmani, Vice Captain Haider Ali Naveed, Ali Asghar Merchant, Mohammad Raza Dosa, Saqlain Banatwala, Asad Zaidi, Hassan Zaidi, Shayan Hussain, and Misam Jaffer. Imad, having been the retaining champion of this tournament, no doubt in my mind that he's put together a pretty good team again. Two guys that come to mind right away. I don't know most of these. I don't know half the guys on this team actually, but Heather and Ali Asghar Merchant are two guys that we're all familiar with. Ali Asghar Merchant had a fantastic Al Wahda tournament as well as a pretty decent Ramadan tournament. Heather, we saw last year, finished in the top 10 bowlers. Definitely somebody who the opposition needs to keep an eye on. These two guys are going to play a pretty big role for Imad's team to move on to the next round. And then he would require a few of his anonymous players to make an impact onto the scene pretty much right away. Good luck, Imad and the Black Bats. Next up, we've got the big boys. Big boys captained by Asad Shah, Raza Merchant vice captain, Qasim Kazmi, Rizwan Mamdani, Zishan Raza, Salman Merchant, Sadiq Hassan Sabuwala, and Shakir Lakhani. Um, Two guys in here that I think will have to carry a lot of the team's weight, in my personal opinion, are going to be Salman Raza and Salman Merchant. I think both Salmans are going to be heavily relied on for their batting and for their bowling, and they're going to look for some support by the likes of the vice captain Raza Merchant. Rizwan Mamdani is decent. Shakir Lakhani could be the surprise package on this team that could end up yielding some pretty positive results. Good luck, big boys. I think this new team, I wish this new team all the best. Next up, we've got the Lionhearts. Lionhearts, a familiar team from last year. This franchise was retained. However, they went through a change in captainship. This time, Captain Kamran Salehi, Vice Captain Roshan Himani, Tur Mehdi, Imtiaz Ali Bhai, Raza Zaidi, Mujtaba Karwani, Ali Nawab, Sadiq Zaidi, and Syed On Abdi. Pretty decent team. I think this team is probably one of the top two or three teams that on paper that seems to have everything. They've got a very solid core in the likes of Kamran Saleh, Roshan Himani, uh, Dur Mehdi, and then they've got the likes of Ali Nawab and Sadiq Zaidi, who I personally know have been in pretty pristine form as of late. We've got the experience of Reza Zaidi, Imtiaz Adibhai, Mujtaba Karwani with the ball. I think overall this team is quite balanced. I think the biggest issue that the captain may have on this team is determining who to throw the ball to or who to send up the order or down the order, as uh, everybody on this team is pretty capable of being a match winner. Good luck, Lionhearts. Next up, we've got the Toe Crushers. Toe Crushers, fantastic team last year as well, unable to make it to the next round. This year they're back, and this lineup is definitely going to be a force to reckon with. Captained by Taki Beg this time, Vice Captain Bakir Hussain, Taha Beg, Askar Jafri, Nadeem Sayed, Ali Hassan, Asad Wadia, Shahid Jafar, Usman Mughis. The two guys that come to mind here that are just absolutely going to go on a tear, in my opinion, are Taki Beg and Usman Mughis. Usman Mughis I've had the pleasure of playing with a little bit on the outdoor circuit as well as a little bit of indoor on a weekly basis during this off-season time, and this guy is really good. Taki we know from last year, despite not playing. 6 or 7 games, not even making it to the playoffs, to still be in the top five batsmen. This team has it all. They've got the likes of Askar Jafri with the ball. They've got Nadeem Sayed with the ball. They've got Asad Wadia with the ball. They've got a great batting lineup as well with Bakir Hussain, Taki Beg, Shahid Jafar, Usman Mughis can bat too. This team is going to be pretty heavy, I think, with the bat and with the ball. And their opposition should be worried. If I was playing them right now, I would be worried. This team has power. This team has finesse, and I think under the captainship of Taki Beg this time around, I expect the Toe Crushers to definitely make it to the playoffs. Good luck, Toe Crushers. Next up, we've got the Lions. This is another franchise that has renewed themselves from the previous tournament. Captained by Kazim Merchant, Vice Captain Kashif Merchant, Taki Hemani, Zul Nanji, Salman Ali, Nadeem Ibrahim, Abid Ali, Zishan Haider, and Mohammad Musa. Um, Definitely got a pretty decent team here. They've got some real good bowlers in the likes of Salman Ali. They've got Nadeem Ibrahim who can bowl, Abid Ali with some spin. They've got Kashif Merchant with his medium pace. They've got Taki Himani who played for the Hurricanes the last year. Overall, it's a pretty well balanced side as well. I think Kazim Merchant and Abid Ali are going to have to take a majority of the weight of scoring off the shoulders of their team. I think if Kazim Merchant and Abid Ali are able to fire with the bat, I think their bowling will automatically fall into line and things will start to look good. However, this team I think is put together in a way where it feels like it's quite unpredictable. I think opposition would be wary of this. I think if this team is starts off well in the first 3 or 4 overs, I think this team is going to end up winning that game just because of the momentum and the kind of personalities that are on this team are very confidence based. Um, Overall, I think this team is quite capable. They've definitely got the pieces that are required to make it into the playoffs. I wish Kazim Merchant and the Lions all the very best. Next up, we've got the 416 Kings, another team from last year. Definitely not going to be taken lightly, as lightly as they were in the previous years. They have definitely evolved and matured as a team to become a threat to any opposition that they face. Captained by Mesam Jan Mohammed, vice captain Asad Himani, Arsalan Ali Bhai, Abbas Thala, Ali Asghar Dala, Hussein Ibrahim, Shayan Ali Bhai, Ali Jawad Tarbhai, and Mustafa Rashid. Um, as always, this team is very, very good. I think Captain Mesam and Vice Captain Asad Himani are going to once again play an integral part in their team's success. Both guys with the bat, both guys with the ball are going to be heavily relied on for this team's success. Um, I think if Arias Gardala is able to get a good start, potentially Mustafa Rashid as well. I think these two guys, if they're able to provide that support to the captain, vice captain with the ball, with the bat, maybe in the field, this team could once again surprise one in many. Let's see how things unfold. 416 Kings, all the best. Next up, we've got the Scorchers. Scorchers is an interesting story. The Scorchers is a merger between the Dubai Stallions and the Toronto Hurricanes from last year, captained by Hani Jamal, vice captain Mohammad Mazhar, Ali Hemraj, Zaki Raza, Muzammil Ali, Saptan Merchant, Hasnan Rangoonwala, Mujtaba Jiwani, and Hasnan Panju. Um, Pretty good team. It feels like they've got the best of both worlds. The two key players, in my opinion, Mohammad Mazhar and Mujtaba Jiwani. Mujtaba, you guys may be familiar with that have played outdoor during the summer. He's a pretty decent paceman, and Mohammad Mazhar, as we all know, who's able to strike the stumps at will practically. Had a pretty good Ramadan tournament, had a pretty decent winter tournament last year too. However, his team overall did not perform as well. But he's back again, and they've got the likes of Septan Merchant and Zaki Raza and Hasnan Panju, who's a very hard hitter in the indoor format to come in and to try and make a difference. I think overall this team is pretty good on paper, but we've seen that that doesn't really equate to much as we've seen in previous years. So time will tell whether if this team is able to gel and bond, which is essential for a team's success. We wish Scorchers all the very best. Next up, we've got Vaughan Marshalls. Vaughan Marshalls, once again, they look like an amazing team. Captain Arsalan Mirza, Vice Captain Asfar Abdi. Nasser Jamal has moved from the Lionhearts to Vaughan Marshalls. Maruf Hussain, Hussein Abbas, Shahab Hassan, Sayyid Muhammad On Ali, Zishan Hussain, and Shiraz Sayed. Not much has changed from last year. I think they've just, I think, changed two guys from their roster from last year. Um, I think two guys to watch out for. As for Abdi, obviously MVP from last year, and the new addition, Sayed Muhammad On Ali, would be somebody that I would want to keep an eye on. I think these two guys are going to be the forefront of the attack with the bat as well as with the ball for Von Marshalls. And they're going to look for the likes of Arsalan Mirza and Hussein Abbas and Nasser Jamal to provide that additional support. I think the only issue with this team may be fitness related. Um, I think they struggled a little bit when they had to play some games in a short span of time in the previous years. We also know that this team is very capable. They've got Maruf Hussein with the ball, who's phenomenal. Hussein Abbas, the left arm pacer. He's usually had pretty good indoor seasons. Arsan Mirza, Asfar Abdi both can bowl. Onali can bowl as well. Shiraz Sayed, I think he won like 3 or 4 man of the matches during the last tournament with his fielding and bowling efforts. So I think overall this team. They've made it to the semis and the final, so they've always made it to the second round of playoffs for 2 or 3 years straight. And this year, I feel like they've really got to try and lift the cup this time around. So Captain Arsan Mirza and Vice Captain Asfar Abdi will be trying to put together a strategy to try and have this new group of guys play well together and try and get all the way to the end of this championship. Good luck, Vaughn Marshalls. Next up, we've got the Golden Ducks. This is a new franchise headed by Captain Murtaza Ali, Vice Captain Muslim Azmi. We've got Daniel Chaudhry, Mohammad Raza, Shakil Haider, Ali Azmi, Asad Raza, Hassan Azmi, and Nadeem Azmi. So lots of Azmis there. We've got a family of 4 Azmis. I'm familiar with Muslim Azmi, who's the vice captain. He's a great player, amazing with the ball, amazing with the bat. I think he took 5 catches last year. So definitely somebody to watch out for. And Shakil Haider, I think I've seen him I think most of us have seen that inning of his where I think he hit 4 or 5 sixes at the end of an inning to try and to win a game, which he did accomplish to a decent bowler as well. So we know Shaquille is extremely quick with the ball, and he's quite capable with the bat. I think Muslim and Shaquille are probably going to be 2 guys that Murtaza is going to look to trigger at will in terms of their run scoring and wicket grabbing as well. I think Daniel Chaudhry and Muslim Azmi's brother, I believe that is Ali Azmi, are going to be 2 other guys that are going to be instrumental in this team's success. Overall, it's a new team, but most of the team is familiar with the indoor conditions. Murtaza Ali is quite active in the whole cricketing scene for the last 12 months or so, and so has been most of the guys that he has recruited for his team. I think the Golden Ducks are going to put up a fantastic fight throughout the tournament and have the potential of upsetting a number of teams and potentially making it into the playoffs. Good luck, Murtaza Ali, and your Golden Ducks. Last up, we've got GTA United. So the team that clinched their first ever playoff berth last year are back once again with little to no change to their roster. Captained by Abbas Muki, Jabir Jamani vice captain, Sadiq Gadia, Muzammil Sayed, Mohammad Chaviwala, Gas Chaviwala, Haitham Muhammad, Uzair Sayed, and Zan Raza. Pretty good squad again. The 2 guys that are going to be, I think, key to their success. Mohammad Chaviwala, who finished as their leading run scorer. I think he was in the top 10 as well. And Haitham Muhammad, I think he won 3 or 4 man of the matches last year with his performance with the bat and with the ball. I think both Muhammad and Haitham are going to be quite key here for this team to try and get a few early wins in the tournament to try and put their team at ease. I think Captain Abbas Muki and Vice Captain Jabir Jamani are due themselves to provide that additional support, especially with the ball. This is a very bowling heavy team with the likes of Abbas Muki, Jabir Jamani, Haitham Mohammed, Muzammil Sayed. Like I know all these guys are very decent bowlers and they have very good control and command over the ball. I think if besides Javiwala and Haitham Mohammed, if Abbas Muki, Jabir Jamani, and Muzammil Sayed are able to come to the party, I think GTA United will be looking at another playoff berth this year. And you just never know. I think this year, if they are able to get into the playoffs, they might just have that extra experience that teams require in order to make it into the semis. So GTA United, best of luck. Best of luck to you, and we hope to see you out there. Great. So I think that is all the different teams. We've also done a draw for the groups. Group A has ended up with the Scorchers, Golden Ducks, Lionhearts, Big Boys, and the 416 Kings. I think it's a pretty even group, with the likes of the Lionhearts and the Golden Ducks being probably the two heavy favorites in this group to excel. I think other teams have an equal chance at this. I think the Scorchers, Big Boys, and the 416 Kings have an equal chance of trying to sneak a win here or there. I think every one of these teams is capable of upsetting the other, which makes it a fantastic group. Group B, we've got Toe Crushers, Vaughan Marshalls, GTA United, Black Bats, and the Lions. Pretty even teams, evenly matched here as well. I think Toe Crushers would probably be the favorites in Group B, followed by I would say Vaughan Marshalls, and maybe the Black Bats, depending on how well they're able to adjust to the new conditions. Most of the guys on Black Bats are, at least we're unfamiliar to their level of play in the gym. So I think Toe Crushers would probably be the favorites, followed by Vaughan Marshalls, and then the Black Bats. Again, we can only speculate. Time will tell how things will turn out. That's it for today. So we've done a quick recap of all the different teams and their rosters, as well as the group breakdown. We hope to do these podcasts on a regular basis. Do let us know in the comments below what you thought of it, what you liked, what you didn't like, what kind of changes you're looking to see. Your feedback is extremely important to try and make this into a more pleasurable experience for everyone involved. So please let us know how you felt about it. That's it for today. Thank you all, and see you out on the court. Thank you. Good office.
لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين